Well, hello guys, welcome back. I wanted to make a video, and I think we've talked about this before, but what to do when your patron just dumps you. And I'm not talking about Patreon patrons. I'm talking about like Loki or whomever your patron god is, that they announce one day they're going to dump you. Well, Loki has dumped me repeated times. We have had arguments, and he said, you know what, I don't love you anymore, I hate you, and all sorts of dramatic things, and stormed off, and he didn't come back. He didn't come back for weeks, months, years. And then he comes sulking back in because nobody else wants him. Only Lokeans will put up with Loki. No one else wants him. He tries, and he comes back and they don't want me. And I'm like, yeah, I wonder why, because you're unstable. And you have a grand fight, and he whines like a little cat. That's why he has the Lord of Cats series. It's basically like having a grumpy, sulky tomcat for your patron god. And sometimes he will dump you. Sometimes he's going to go away and he's going to have a grand sulk for, gods know how long, and he hates you now. It's nothing you did. It's nothing you did. And I don't say this lightly. Loki is literally insane. He can seem sound as an English pound, and then the next day he's a raving lunatic, and you're wondering what you did wrong. It's not you. It's just his nature. He is connected to chaos. He is considered chaos god by some Lokeans. Some Lokeans say, no, he's nice. I'm like, how long have you worked with him? He can be chaos, and I notice a lot of shit's breaking around here lately, and that's kind of like when he's coming or going, a lot of stuff tends to break. And it felt like he was walking out the door on me as well. And I'm like, how timely. I can make a video about him walking out on me as well. And I said, okay, go. If you're really that miserable that you're going to start breaking stuff and everything, please go. I'm not going to hold you here. I love you. You're my patron. I'll always love you madly, but you have to go be you. And of course, then he's like, why would you let me go? Because you wanted to go. And you will have times like that with him. Sometimes he will walk off forever. Sometimes he walks off for a couple days. Sometimes he wanders back. Usually if he says he's your patron, he is. He's just going to go on walkabout for a while, and he will come back eventually. You will be so pissed off at him because you have gotten strong, and you have played I Will Survive 5 million times, and you are done with his ass, and he walks back in, and he just expects everything to be the way it was, and for you to drop all your other gods and goddesses and pay total attention to Loki. That's his divine nature, and that's why he's so hard to serve, because he can be that way. He can be petty about things. He can throw other relationships he has with people in your face, especially if he knows you're jealous. He will really rub your nose in it sometimes. He can be terrible. He can be a terrible god to serve. He can be the worst god in the universe to serve at times. And you wonder what god you pissed off that they gave you Loki. I even have gone to Odin repeatedly and said, why do you hate me so much? Because why would you give me Loki? Why would you give me this trail? What did I do to make you angry? And Odin just laughs and says, he's yours because you took him in. Well, I'm giving him back. Too late now. No, Allfather, you don't understand. I'm giving him back. And he's like, he's not a pet. He's not my property. You can't give him back. He's Loki. Enjoy. And then the Allfather laughs and laughs and laughs. Because, I could have totally had Odin. And I'm not saying that to brag, but I could have totally, at one point in my life, I had a choice. I could pick Odin or Loki. What did the idiot pick? The idiot picked Loki and had this highly unstable god to serve, which has been an utter pain in the ass at times. But he can also be warm and loving and kind. I know it sucks. It sucks balls when he walks away because you're emotionally attached to him. Loki makes sure he weasels his way into your heart, and he has all the loves and all the feels and all the everything from you. And then he dumps you and he walks away. I've been having the weirdest kind of, like, when I walk, I try to think of stuff, and I've been thinking about stuff kind of like from the past. And I wasn't quite sure why, and it was because I sensed he was doing his gearing up thing of leaving again with me. I don't know. I can't explain Loki to you. It's just that he's highly unstable at times. Sometimes he'll be a rock, and he'll be your rock, and you'll be testifying on YouTube and online and telling people how much you love him. And sometimes he's an utter little shit, and he's breaking stuff because he can, and you're just looking at him and you're like, damn it, Loki. So, you know, if he is walking away for a while, um, consider it the blessing it is. Talk with some gods that can soothe you and spend some time healing yourself. Um, it's not you. You didn't fail. It's Loki. Nothing can please Loki. You know that unpleasable god everybody warned you about. That's Loki. Sometimes he likes everything, and sometimes nothing makes him happy. Um, he will probably eventually come back into your life. As terrible as that news is right now, because you're pissed and you're hurt, I know. But he will probably come back into your life at some point, and you know, all is forgiven according to him, and you probably will do it because he does have a vulnerability too, and you can tell he's been out scrounging around, or at least he makes it seem like it, and you feel bad for him. You do. You feel bad because here's this god that went off with the airs of he didn't need you and went off and did his thing, and then he comes back and he looks like a scroungy old used up old alley cat don't nobody want, and you feel bad for him. You do. That's kind of why, like, I was talking to somebody, people do warn you about, you know, being taken by the Marvel glamour because, in the end, it can, destroy the relationship when you realize that you kind of taken on a lot more God than some people can handle. So if he walks away for a time, it's okay. It's normal Loki behavior. I don't know when he'll be back. I can't give anybody a set date. You know, Paulo hasn't blessed me with that kind of foresight, but he'll be back. And you'll be so sorry he is. I recommend you hit him with something and see how it works. But if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.